What's the number one most shocking fact about Morgan Freeman? It's not his $250 million net worth. It's not that he still flies his own jets at 88. It's this. Welcome to Top 10 Go Here. Today, we're counting down the secrets of a legend. Forget the movies. We're digging into his past as an Air Force mechanic. Why he drives this car with a $250 million fortune. And the bizarre reason he turned his 124-acre ranch into a massive bee sanctuary. You won't believe the full story. From Air Force to acting. How does a kid from a low-income family in Memphis, Tennessee become one of the most respected actors on Earth? Well, not the way you'd expect. Morgan Freeman was born on June 1st, 1937, the youngest of 5 children. His father was a barber and his mother was a schoolteacher, and his early life was marked by frequent moves as the family searched for work, taking him through Chicago, Mississippi, and Tennessee. It's incredible, really. His acting journey didn't start from some expensive acting school. It started as a punishment. In junior high, he was messing around, and as punishment, he was forced to participate in the school's drama competition. And then, a star was born. He won! It just goes to show how life can pivot on a single, unexpected moment. But here's the part they don't tell you. Before Hollywood came calling, Freeman turned down a drama scholarship. Why? To join the U.S. Air Force in 1955. He had this dream of being a fighter pilot, but he ended up serving as an automatic tracking radar repairman for 4 years. He left the Air Force in 1959 to chase that acting dream again. But that deep love for the sky never, ever left him. And trust me, we'll see exactly how that passion for flying comes back in a big way. But first, after decades of defining cinema, from Shawshank Redemption to Million Dollar Baby, how much is that iconic voice actually worth? His $250 million net worth. Alright, let's get to the number everyone is curious about. What is Morgan Freeman's net worth in the year 2025? As of 2025, Morgan Freeman's net worth is estimated to be a staggering $250 million. That's $250 million. And honestly, for a man who has been a pillar of Hollywood for more than 5 decades, I'm not surprised in the slightest. His presence in a film just lends it a weight that few other actors can. This massive wealth isn't just from acting salaries, though. That $250 million figure is a smart accumulation from multiple streams of income. Yes, there are the blockbuster film paychecks, but there's also his work as a producer, his collaborations on documentaries, and of course, that voice. The amount he earns from voiceover work and endorsements alone is a massive contributor. That voice has become one of the most trusted and sought-after commodities in entertainment. But here's the most surprising part about his $250 million fortune. It's how little he seems to care about the trappings of it. His actual lifestyle is probably the complete opposite of what you're picturing for a Hollywood mogul. A life of simple luxury. So what do you do with $250 million? Buy a private island? A fleet of yellow Lamborghinis? Not if you're Morgan Freeman. His lifestyle is this fascinating blend of privacy, deep simplicity, and a profound environmental consciousness. Despite his global fame and Hollywood success, Freeman's heart clearly remains in his hometown of Charleston, Mississippi. This is a man who could live in any penthouse in any city on Earth, yet he chooses to spend his time on his southern ranch. I find this part of his story amazing. At 88 years old, he's not chasing the next big party. He's found a balance. He's committed to a life of family, quiet work, and philanthropy. It's an authentic, grounded approach to fame that feels refreshing. You just don't see it very often. It's not about not having luxury. It's about defining luxury differently. For him, luxury is privacy. It's sustainability. And that Mississippi ranch isn't just a quiet place to get away from the cameras. It's home to a passion project that is, well, it's literally helping to save the planet, one tiny, buzzing creature at a time. Beekeeper, pilot, advocate. You are not going to believe Morgan Freeman's most time-consuming, passionate pursuit. He's a professional beekeeper. Yes, you heard that right. That voice you hear narrating documentaries about the planet? He's actively trying to save it. His home in Charleston, Mississippi, has been converted into a massive bee sanctuary. This isn't just a casual hobby with 1 or 2 hives in the backyard. Freeman is a serious environmental advocate. He's spoken about it publicly, detailing how he's committed to promoting biodiversity and sustainable living. This is a man using his fame, his land, and his wealth for a tangible, real-world cause. It's the most Morgan Freeman thing ever, isn't it? Wise, dedicated, and slightly unexpected. He is literally helping to save the bee population. But his rare pursuits don't stop on the ground. Remember his time in the Air Force? That dream of flying? Well, at age 65, Morgan Freeman finally got his private pilot's license. And he doesn't just fly for fun. He owns multiple aircraft. We're talking high-performance private jets, which brings us neatly to his luxury assets. His private jets and townhouse. Okay, so he's simple, but he's still $250 million simple. And when you are a licensed pilot and a global movie star, you don't waste time flying commercial. This is where his passions and his wealth collide perfectly. It's not just for status. It's a genuine skill and interest he's held onto since his Air Force days. He owns several private jets, including the Cessna Citation 501, a Cessna 414, and the very impressive Emivest SJ-30. And yes, he pilots them himself. When it comes to cars, he's surprisingly eco-conscious, notably driving a Tesla Model X. It aligns perfectly with his environmental values. And while his heart is in Mississippi, he is still a working actor and icon. He also owns a stunning $13 million townhouse in New York City for when he needs to be in the urban jungle. He has the jets, he has the luxury homes, he has the $250 million. But when he steps out in public, his entire image is carefully and effortlessly managed by one thing, and one thing only: the man behind the voice. What is Morgan Freeman's personal brand? It's not flashy suits or diamond-encrusted watches. In fact, his watch collection is said to be classic and understated, though he keeps the specific brands private. His public image is built on something far more powerful: dignified simplicity and raw authenticity. His fashion choices reflect this. He prefers classic, casual luxury, comfortable suits, neutral colors, minimal accessories. He doesn't need to be flamboyant. Why? Because his brand is his voice. That deep, resonant, trustworthy voice has become its own entity. It projects wisdom, humility, and reliability. Think about it. When you need a complex scientific concept explained, or a serious movie narrated, or even the story of a penguin's journey, who do you call? You call the man who sounds like he knows the secrets of the universe. That is a brand you simply cannot buy. But he's not just using that voice and that immense wealth for himself. In fact, his most important work might be happening far, far away from any movie camera or recording booth. His focus on giving back. What does a man who has everything do for others? A lot, as it turns to be. And his philanthropy is just as focused and personal as the rest of his life. He created the Tiger Foundation. And this isn't just about writing a check to a random charity. The Tiger Foundation is a hands-on organization that helps nonviolent offenders reintegrate back into society. That is a complex, difficult, and often overlooked issue, and he's tackling it head-on. He's also been heavily involved in disaster relief efforts over the years. And of course, he's constantly contributing to environmental sustainability projects, especially those linked directly to his bee sanctuary and the horse park he maintains in Mississippi. He seems drawn to causes that offer a second chance, whether it's for people trying to rebuild their lives or for the environment itself. It all adds up to a career that will be remembered, but maybe not just for the films. More than just movies. So, when it's all said and done, what is Morgan Freeman's legacy in 2025 at 88 years old? His legacy clearly extends far beyond his extensive Academy Award-winning film career. He is, of course, an icon of the screen, but he's also a groundbreaking narrator, a passionate environmentalist, and a dedicated philanthropist. He's one of the few people in the world who has managed to use his immense fame for tangible, quiet good. He never makes a huge fuss about it. He just does it. He used his voice to tell our stories, his wealth to create change for those who needed a second chance, and his own land to help heal the planet. He's a true role model, not just for actors, but for all of us. A model of perseverance, of talent, and most of all, of integrity. He showed the world that you can come from the most humble beginnings, achieve global success, and still remember exactly where you came from. He is, in every sense of the word, a legend, influencing generations not just in cinema, but in how to live a life of true purpose. And that's the story. Morgan Freeman's life is more surprising than any movie. If you want more top 10 lists on icons and legends, you know where to go. Smash that like button and subscribe to Top 10 Go Here. What top 10 list do you want to see us cover next? Let us know in the comments.